Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. By the end of this video, I definitely won't pass out, so keep an eye on that. Thank you for watching. You know, it's been somewhat of a tough week for me. Very exhausting, but we're here. We're going to make it happen. What's up, Gringo? Big Frank? Miss Evil Bay? Hey, guys. Thank you all for the good comments. You know, I felt bad making that short. My daughter was like, no, you should tell everybody what's going on with you in case you can't, you know, go tonight. And so I put my heart on my sleeve. And what's up, Stormin? Yeah, you know, for now I'm feeling better. Before I left, so they did a CAT scan of my heart. They did full blood panel. Everything looked great. It had to do with all this abscess up here, and man, I had a IV thing in, and they filled me with 3 different things, like a steroid, an antibiotic, and something else. And I feel really good right now. I mean, I don't know how I'm going to feel in a couple days, but
it sounds like
right now it's pretty fucking nice.
It sounds like also that you were lucky to get in when you did, actually, because another 3 hours, that's whatever was in your system that was making you feel like that would have gotten more in your system. And,
yeah, it's actually a credit to the bartenders at work. Just looked at me and they were all like, Jeff, we saw you yesterday. This is different. You need to go to the hospital. You are leaving. And they sent me home early. And
that's cool. That's respectful, and that's also aware. That's what's very aware of them.
And the cooks let me out of there, and it was funny because I waited. I was in the hospital thing for, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, and I get out to my car, and my car wouldn't start. And John, I can tell you all, I've been playing with this severe dental pain for the last couple of live streams, and I finally was like, this is getting unbearable. Went to a dentist, then hit an antibiotic, and my whole face blew up, and everybody's like, bro, you're either allergic to the antibiotic, something's wrong. And it was, I caught it from spreading the abscess or whatever. I don't fucking know. All I know is they pumped me full of a bunch of stuff, and I probably have a couple $1,000 bill coming my way, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm alive. So we're going to play some music.
And I'm also glad that you were able to get some, some blood tests and a heart test that apparently you passed with flying colors, and that's
I had never done
us out there, and to me as well.
I had never done a CAT scan where they put the dye through your heart or whatever. They
did that? Wow.
Yeah, they were checking my heart to make sure it wasn't blocked, because if the abscess gets into your bloodstream, it can block your heart. And they said my heart looked great.
Oh, that's nice.
So,
I remember they were saying that. You said you handed me that printout. I'm looking at that. Yeah, no news is good news. Exactly.
And I do have a wonderful heart.
It comes back all clear, and it means you're able to continue doing whatever it is you're doing.
So whatever it was all in my face, and whatever they pumped me full of has lowered the swelling, and I don't know, it's just awesome. I need some of that on the shelf. Lucho already wants some Black Crow. Stormin, how the hell are you? Miss Evil Bay, Gringo, moo. Hello, Gringo's cows. Big Frank, good to see you. Cleveland rocks for sure. Hi, Heather. Yeah, I have learned that my heart is strong. And I think it's part because of you guys, man. I couldn't, even if it didn't work, I would have probably got on tonight and done it, because John can tell you, once I got my wisdom teeth out, and I was fucked up on drugs.
That was like 12, 13 years ago.
The day after I did that, I went and played with John and a bunch of friends, and it was pretty amazing.
2013, I would have been 2013. Oh shit, yeah. Pills night. We used to record all of our stuff on an old-fashioned boombox, which was great because it had a condenser mic on it that allowed us to like keep pretty good levels, so we weren't having to like adjust the freaking board all the time. Actually, it gave a pretty good. We figured out where to place it in the room where we would get a good mix of all the instruments.
Hey, the Bonefish is on here, or Ice JJ Fish. How long was I out of the bed? I don't know, but when they put you in that CAT scan machine,
how long was that?
Do not swallow. Okay, you can swallow.
Do not breathe. Do not fart.
Yeah.
I was scared of farting. I've been through one, but I've never had the one where they actually shot you full of stuff. That's wild.
And she's like,
That's wild. I was. Whoa,
she was like, I'm gonna put this in your IV, and it's gonna go through your heart. And I was like, damn. So new experiences, And just Tuesday, for full disclosure, down here in the basement, right over there, very close to where we are here, one of my pipes broke, and it was just shooting water.
Behaving badly.
And then Wednesday I had to go to the dentist, and then obviously today I went to it's been a hell of a fucking 9 days for me. I'm exhausted, but I'm here. I'll shut the fuck up and we'll start playing. What's up, Mariano? From Argentina. It's been a long week. The most fun part was the car not starting after doing all this hospital shit today. Well, Lucho wants some Black Crows. I don't know. I'm going to let John get rolling. Miss Evil Bay, that's what makes character. You got to be able to hold your head up through fucking adversity, and you'll come out on the other side one way or the other. So keep it positive, baby.
My life, just getting ready, then it was time. Whopping in the figure, the radios appeared. Bigger was the radio, the 45 puppy. Through its revolution there, this night the sun was when unfolding. Each night, the sun to rise. Well, Charles, one that comes brother. Confess all his eyes, rivers in the background. There will be time. Oh yeah. Tuesday and a brother, Carl's a grinning boy. Put me in the back seat and he took me for a ride. Yeah, the radio was on. Can't you dig a locomotion? Kingdom of the radio, 45. Yeah, too much revolution. Each night the covers will be folding. Well, draft to you took a ride. Wild Charles, the one that called the brother. Golfers on Tremors in the background. There will be time to pass the jobs you didn't buy. Looking at the greenery since it's 1964. Times when now the people do the poker, dominance, submission. Niggas leave, what's the final barrier? Dominance, submission. Dominance, submission. Dominance, submission. Dominance, submission. Dominance. Submission! Dominant submission! Dominant submission!
Get to the chopper. What's up, Bong Stogie? What's up, Tone? Yeah, Bong Stogie, they filled me full of a bunch of liquid stuff right into my bloodstream, so I feel great right now. We'll see how it pans out in a couple days. And if anybody has $24,000 they want to give me, I can get all of my teeth fixed the way I need them done. I'll be working on a loan over the next couple weeks. Then I'll have a fucking fresh grill, baby. Alright, after the fucking day I've had, I gotta give something like this. I'd like to thank all of the nurses and doctors who fucking took care of me today. Bless you guys. What's up, Ginger Miguel? Jim Britt, what's going on, man? I'd like to thank also all of you guys for your kind words on my short. What's up, JD? TV2 in the house. What's up, TV2? The midterms are coming, TV2. The midterms are coming. Thanks, Miss Evil Day. I always think I'm tougher than I probably am, but I think that's what helps make one tough. John is torturing that guitar already. Well, you know, John was getting on the early boat, and I was like, John, I'm in the emergency room. Maybe take the slower boat. And it actually worked out. You didn't have to wait that long, I don't think.
Well, the nice thing was it wasn't a horrible day. So in the, I was in the big main hall, which is a riot because it's like something out of a kind of like a really spooky fucking futuristic movie, like from the 70s, basically. The ferry terminal is just like almost like it's like still abandoned. It was built like almost like 2 years ago, right? And like it's still like there's like nothing that's like open there. You can't like buy anything in the ferry terminal. I think there's like a snack.
I did
like
notice
a snack
that
machine somewhere. It's like
you can't.
But,
it's
but,
just
but
like
people,
a waiting room.
And people come here from other countries and they go like, Jesus, man. Like I mean, not to bag on developing nations, but people go like, this is like a little too developing world for the United States. It's like we weren't ready for this. It's like we have to wait till we get on the boat so we can get ourselves something to eat or drink.
JD, I made a short about it. It's I have an abscess tooth, and I took an antibiotic, and instead of going down, I got all kinds of inflammation everywhere. My chest tightened up. So my coworkers were like, bro, go to the fucking emergency room. So I went, and they did a battery of tests, pumped me full of drugs, and that's where I've been all day. Been suffering this tooth thing for like almost 2 weeks, and whatever drugs they gave me, fuck yeah. So, yeah, it's just been a hard run. The tooth thing, everybody out there knows it. It fucks with your head. So, literally.
It makes your whole body just curl into a fist. I mean, it's the entire freaking system. So much is fucking connected to teeth, you know. That's why I'm not a big fan of the concept of intelligent design. I'm not going to go down that road, but you know what I'm saying. We just
what's up, Adam?
Fell together. You know?
Doing good, Adam. They pumped me full of 3 different fucking liquid things right into my bloodstream, so I'll be good for a couple days, and we'll see where we land after that.
Anything dental. It's just a slow trip through fucking hell.
But we're here. Fuck it. I couldn't not play. I fucking love my Thursdays.
Well, I didn't think you wouldn't.
I love
knew
playing
you'd
with
drive yourself.
John. I love all of you guys. So. I might be a little off, but we'll see how it goes. My brain's still a little sideways. Yeah, we're doing better for now, Adam. But the next phase is getting these antibodies done and scraping the funds up to actually fix all of my teeth. The dentist, I have really good bone in my gums, but everything's decayed. They got to get rid of everything. So Jeff will have a fresh new grill eventually if I can get loans.
It'll happen, man.
Yeah,
It'll happen. We'll make it happen.
I'll make it happen somehow. Yeah. So get to the chopper. Speaking of get to the chopper, I digress on the whole emergency thing. Has anyone seen the new Running Man? Like, I watched the old Running Man with Arnold, and that's such a great movie. And they came out with a new Running Man, which really isn't too bad. I didn't mind it. It was like appropriate for 2026. What's up, Metal Mania? No, I never worry about the story. It just had action. Action, baby. Yo, Metal Mania, you got it. Metal Mania wants to hear something. Metal Mania. Yeah, the first, they're very different, but sort of the same. I mean, most modern movies are just a rip of like older movies. So.
And some CGI and some AI and some more CGI and a couple of fight scenes and wrap it up.
That was the beauty part about old movies. There was far less CGI, and like you were actually there with the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they had to have actors to act them.
Yeah, it's on Prime. lose the string?
Danger, danger. Gonna poke me in the eye with the string.
Sorry, John broke a string. We had to stop. What's up, Curtonius? Curtonius.
You don't want to break your G string either. That's just a super awkward fucking string to break. You just have to try to stay in tune and make faces for the next couple
If you
of
break
minutes.
your G string, then everybody can see your butt crack.
And a whole lot more. The string, the funny part is the broken string kept trying to tuck itself behind my left ear, which is kind of hilarious if you rewind that at all.
Oh, dude, it was swinging around. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm
Like,
trying not to
almost
poke myself in
hitting
the eyeball with it.
Little sour diesel. Sweet 30.
Yeah, really.
About life, up all night, struggle and fight. Life is real, despair again, heroin, fuck that thing, try again.
What do you want, Jim Brett? Tooth decay song. Yeah, get ready to fucking be in a lot of pain and brain fog.
There's that old song that JD wrote, "Lonely." You know, it's got the line about the rotting teeth. We could do that.
Here, John. I'm good on that thing. What's up, Jims? Thank you, Jims. What's up, K-Dog? K-Dog! Don Whitty. What's up, Don Whitty? Brain Plan Records. Well, Brain Plan. The answer is pump me full of good drugs right into the vein. Well, I hope everybody's doing well this evening. And you know, if you're going through your own medical problems, you have dental problems, while it seems expensive and a pain in the ass, get it done, because if you let it go too long, the bill gets bigger, but they do pump you full of good drugs. But take care of yourself, because you know, you can't take care of others if you can't take care of yourself, so. What's up, Gigi? What's up, Don Fillinger? Yeah, taking care of yourself is pretty difficult, especially when you like to take care of others. You sometimes forget about yourself, you know? What's up, Steve-O? So, lesson for tonight, make sure you take care of yourself. What's up, BVK90? What's up, Ash? It's all good. Tell Raider I said hi. I haven't been around much, Ash, because I've been suffering major dental pain for the last, 9 to 14 days. And I've had a whole bunch of fucked up shit happen to me over the last 2 weeks. It's been very hard and stressful, and my brain's gonna explode. And when your brain's gonna explode, it's hard to focus, you know what I mean? Like right now, I'm soaked in sweat. I don't know why I'm sweating so bad, but... Yes, Ash, we were just talking about that. Make sure you all take care of yourselves. What's up, Pack Films? Oh, you want some Blue Man Group? I don't know how to do that. Chatty B. What's up, Chatty B? Chatty B, you're never late. In your defense, we've been starting earlier. Jeremy. Hello, Jeremy. I'm sorry if the stream is glitching. I'm not seeing it, but it might be. You might just need to refresh your phone. Right on, Ash. It helps because they pump me full of 3 different drugs straight into my bloodstream. And I feel like $1 million right now. We'll see what happens in, a couple days when it wears off. But What's up, Susan Houston, Texas? You know, Ash, I think you and Raider are a little bit like me and John. Life can throw a bunch of bullshit at you. And really, the one thing you need is to just bust out some live music, play your instruments, sing. Drums fixes my life. Even if I just play like this for 2 hours, just same beat, I'm happy. Wristband. Everybody scan the QR code if you want to see my work file. I will say, remember last week when I was talking about a keyboard guy? Well, I contacted him. He's interested in jamming. And I got his phone number, but the day I got his phone number, the pipe broke in the basement and started shooting water everywhere. And then I went to the dentist the next day, and then today I went to the hospital, the emergency room. So I haven't been able to contact him back, but hopefully, if all goes well, he's in another band, but he's like really, he said, I'm intrigued by what you guys are doing. So I think intrigued is a good word. And hopefully we'll get him over here with some keys. He could be watching. I sent him a clip to show him what we do. It was the House of the Rising Sun one. Pack Films wants some Michael Jackson. Do you know any Michael Jackson now? Have we ever played Michael Jackson? Dude.
I think we played Whip It. I'm being a wise ass.
Yeah, I think John's happy because I didn't die, and it was a nice day for travel, and I don't know. It's not his problem. He's John the Bee.
No, actually, I'm just very happy that Jeff survived his fucking tooth ordeal, because I've had fucking bad teeth that went on for weeks, and it will drive you into a fucking wall, and like you don't sleep, and like your body.
Yeah, I haven't slept for days, dude.
Just cramps up. It's like
I would get like an hour and then wake up in pain, and then another hour, wake up in pain. That's been my last week.
You just feel, you feel like you're on your way out. It's
Whip it. What kind of poop guy in the house? What's up, poop guy? Now, what's worse, tooth pain or constipation? You're the poop guy, you tell me.
Mashing up Whip It with Beat It.
Must pack it.
Exactly. Mashing up Whip It with Beat It and calling it Pack It. Exactly.
All right, let's do it.
You got to pack it. You got to roll it in your bag. If you pack it, roll your drugs up in your shirt, and then you pack it. I say pack it. Pack it good.
a bong, you must pack it. When you wanna smoke a bong, you must pack it. When you wanna smoke a bowl, you must pack it. Wanna roll a joint, you must pack it. Suck it, if you wanna suck it, you must suck it. I love me some Gems the Clown. What's up, Wyo? From the dirty mind of Gems the Clown, folks. And you know what is beautiful about the dirty mind of Gems the Clown? It's not her fucking problem, because she's Gems the Clown. What's up, Ping Pong? Ping Pong Ding Dong. I know this song, but I don't know it. I know it, but I don't know it.
Crashing up from too much fun, I was studiously on the news. To this rockstar thing, living out a rockstar dream inside a pool of toxic views. You said that we were both unstoppable. Insufferable with aggravation, self-inflation, litigation, compensation. Say you will, Seville, pay the bills. I was acting 17, skating to the Vincent Stream. He was the princess queen of South of the Line, stealing to a jarring eyes, scooping up another prize. I learned to clap along and act just fine, just fine. We said that we were both unstoppable. No locking sufferable with affirmation, elevation, confrontation, conversation. So you will, yes I will. Some gals asking questions, it's all in a haze. Just think of us as two cars heading off in separate ways. Touché. Will. It's a pay the bills. It's a bill. Say you will. It's a bill. Chill. Thank you. And that was Hipsterville. It's a recent original. And it's available here. And only here.
Now available on our live stream. I've got wheels.
You're driving at somebody? Oh, shit.
Polished steel.
Oh, wow. How are they taking
I've got tires that grab the road. That was my cake for Susan. Susan Houston. I had a match, you had a lighter, I had a flame, you had a fire. I was high, you were much higher. I was high, but you were the sky. Oh no, I was bound for Mexico. Another cake song for you.
I don't even know. I didn't even know what I was doing. I mean, I don't even know fucking cake at all. I was just making that shit up.
Honestly, cake, I really enjoy cake, I'll be honest. They have some weird fucking songs, but I like them. They got like a trumpet player, and they're pretty good. Has anybody in the comment section, and I haven't yet, but has anyone listened to Flea's new jazz album? Has anyone gone through it and had a listen to it? Because I bet it's awesome. I really need to listen. I heard
a couple of tracks. He's legit. I mean, he actually went back to freaking college and got a freaking like master's in music education and like learned how to play keyboards. And yeah, I mean, really studied the composition aspect and arranging aspect.
Gems with Dire Straits.
He's the real fucking deal, man. I always loved Flea. He's a fucking serious musician on all levels.
Yeah, he's got a new jazz album. I think he just got Jazz Album of the Year or something. So go check it out. I don't remember what it's even called. It's Honora, Honora Band. Flea and the Honora Band. It's a modern jazz ensemble. I know Flea plays like the trumpet and shit on that one.
Yeah, exactly. He started off on the trumpet actually, and there's some few Chili songs he plays horn on. Pretty Little Ditty on Mother's Milk goes way back, and there's a couple of others that I think he plays on Taste the Pain. I think that's on that album as well. He's got trumpet on a couple. Actually, what's fun is he plays trumpet on Jane's Addiction song called Idiot's Rule. That's an interesting horn session spot for Flea. And we are tonight. We are supporting who? Whom?
That was for you, Gems. The can said penetrating.
Okay, guess I kind of missed that intro.
Gems is dirty.
Oh well.
What? Gems has a dirty mind. So Gems was looking for
Wasn't
Dire
in on that
Straits,
one.
and then we had somebody looking for Skinnerd. What's up, I Win? I'm a fan of yours. Please solo from The Best of Time by Dream Theater. Shout me out.
Yeah, Machine Gun.
I want to shout me out. Good to see you. Jeremy.
Bing Crosby, Jesus, that guy was scary.
Yes, I win.
Look at
We
me
saw the
started.
first time you typed that. I actually read it.
Motherfucker was
But
evil.
you already missed Dream Theater. We did like 40 minutes of Dream Theater just a minute ago. It's just one song.
That wasn't Dream Theater. My God, I could hardly ever play like that. My God, that guy's. in his own league of dexterity. Me, I try to stay in tune, and I'll tell you how that's working out.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the house, we've got Harley, a fine young lady. I am her personal chef. Hi, Harley. Sorry I missed you last time. I made you a sign. It even has a smiley face. Oh, wait. Where's the smiley face? Go this way. There we go. Smiley face. Harley, Harley. You know, just to annoy your mother, Harley. Let's see. I'm going to pick this out. This is for Harley.
Yeah, hats are a good idea, especially if you live in a city that has a lot of birds.
All right, Harley. Harley, if you're watching, I will bring this to your mom and she will bring it to you. Do you want the crab? There's a crab. Do you want the dog? We've got a stuffed dog. Or do you want this amazing, dirty, beautiful sloth? We have a sloth.
Quite original.
I'm willing to give away. This is my Harley giveaway. And also, I can send you this nice pair of pink and blue drumsticks that have the words, "Strong beats, stronger hearts." So if you want any of these, Harley, you just put in the comments, say crab, dog, sloth, drumsticks, and they will be on the way to you. Now I gotta figure out where I set my headphones. get some of my hats from work. I get them from all over the place. When I see a cool hat that I like, I pick it up. I'll also say, Jeremy, I have some really cool hats. They're like AA and minor league baseball team hats, and they're super cool. Toledo Mud Hens, the Fort Wayne tin caps. A lot of really cool hats out there. You just want to find the ones that no one else buys. Smell my fingers, smell my toes, smell my fingers. Ping pong knows what I'm talking about. He had to smell his fingers 'cause his mom said he was smoking. Yes, Benny, I am out of the hospital. They scanned my heart. They did a full blood panel, and I looked great. I was just severely infected in my mouth and my brain, and they injected me with a bunch of nanobots, and I feel really good right now. So thank you all for your wonderful comments and concern. Yes, it was real. This is not a YouTube stunt. Gems, swallow the balls, but never the bar. I don't know why. I'm telling you, one day we gotta go hang out with Gems the Clown. I think she's in LA. I think she'd be a lot of fun. Gems, one of these days, I'm going to apply clown makeup. I'm going to make sure you're here, and I'm going to do my own clown makeup. Maybe we'll have clown night. You know, when I was a kid, I was in a play called The Clown. So, the clown has a special spot in my heart. Oh, Gems. I'm down with the clown. Said I'm down with the clown. Swallowing balls, but stay away from the brown. I stay away from the brown. I swallow the balls. ball, swallow the ball. Well, you know, ping pong ding dong. And this goes for everyone out there. If you got something that feels wrong, go get it taken care of immediately. I caught that shit very early. If I would have waited a couple days, I would have probably been fucked up. So all of you guys, no matter the cost, no matter how shitty it is, I had to sit in the waiting room for 2.5 hours, like a 5-hour trip. Take care of yourselves, for real. So maybe if we go to LA, we can get Miss Evil Bay to LA. We can have a Gems Evil Bay basement bum stream. What's up, DJ? DJ! You know, Gems, LA is pretty easy for John and I. I don't know about Evil Bay, because she's in New York, but it's a fairly cheap flight and a quick one. What's up, Dwayne? Oh, I love peepers. Back in the house. You know, speaking of sucking, Gems likes the balls. I don't know about you, I love peepers, but Gems likes the balls, not the... I can't remember what it was. You know, I love peepers. You and Gems have a lot in common. I just want you to know that. I know because I know. Thanks for stopping by, peepers.
They keep calling me. They keep calling me. They keep calling me. They keep calling me.
Careful, Gems. She just might do it. What's up, Irving Vasquez? What's up, Iwin from Brazil? How's the weather in Brazil right now? Is it sunny? Is it cold? Is it raining? I'm always interested. And what time is it? Is it like Friday afternoon for you? Friday morning? I didn't miss you there, DJ. I'm glad you got your double coaching day and that your daughter won. That's amazing. And at that age, the referees always suck and take a lot of shit. It's hard being an umpire or a referee, especially for young kids.
Time release. Yeah, I would agree with that. There was a time release quality to that.
It's funny, Miss Evil Bay, because I think I said this before. I had my wisdom teeth out years ago and went the day afterwards. I was fucking laced. And it's one of the best cassette tapes. I don't know if John has a copy of that. I think I have one. We have like 6 boxes of fucking cassette tapes.
Pills Night.
It's called Pills Night. I showed up fucked up and probably played some of the best drums that I've played on a fucking recording. It was
some
pretty
just
awesome.
Jazzy,
Very
funky,
chill.
just, loose but totally tight, just like flowing, just very.
It's hard for people to understand that don't play, but like this is how I feel better. I can tell you right now, my shirt is soaked. I'm like sweating, and I know it's because they pumped me full of shit, and it's getting. I'm releasing all my toxins,
totally.
And like I am like covered. Are you sweating? Because I'm fucking sweating like a motherfucker.
I'm probably catching some, shall we say, residual like sweat over here, coming over here. That's probably why I'm feeling like warm on a kind of cold, clammy night in a t-shirt. And because I'm really happy for Jeff not being in all that pain, because seriously, when I found out you were feeling that fucked up and that they had to do that stuff, even when they were that worried to do that kind of stuff, it's like, that's the kind of, that's serious.
They would probably,
that's like, glad you made it here in time.
They would be kicking my ass if the doctor knew I was playing
No,
drums
Christina
right
would
now.
be kicking your ass.
No, she knew I was going to play. Everybody that knows me knows. Like I will play as long as I have a fucking limbs to play with. I will play. So it's that's just me.
We had something else here as well. We had. Is this another one of those?
Gems, are you still here? I think that's the infused gum one.
The Wango Tango.
I wasn't kidding. I kind of want to go live stream with Gems. We can put on clown makeup. And fucking, we'll be in LA. We can walk, or you can like do some busking in LA while we live stream with a clown.
That could get serious. Yeah. That could go seriously sideways in a really, really fun. And
how are you, CJ?
Scary way.
I mean, I don't look well, and you're probably right. I'm probably shouldn't be doing this, but you know, like I said, it's what brings my spirit up. And I always think I'm tougher than I am, but you know, when I noticed,
we rise to occasions.
Yeah, when I noticed something's different than my normal pains, that's when I go get it done. So, theme of the night is take care of yourselves. If you feel something and it ain't right, it probably ain't right. So go get it checked out. Take care of yourselves.
You get to be my age. If you're not always in a lot of pain, you're probably eating mushrooms. So you know, there's that.
DJ, I don't wear any underwear, man.
Yeah, that's a good point. If you feel nauseous, but I don't think Jeff is going to feel nauseous. I think you're going to be feeling great because you had some pizza earlier tonight. That's not going to hurt anybody.
Well, CJ, I'll also tell you, like, I am slated to get all of my teeth removed. So part of the problem was when I took the antibiotics, it just started attacking so many places in my mouth that my whole face just went crazy, and then my chest got tight. And then I went into the hospital, and they were like, "Oh shit!" and they did all these tests, but they did the CAT scan on the heart. And all
that's
that.
Impressive. That's a bunch of work.
I haven't been to a doctor since 2001, and the fact that they said the heart was good and all of my blood panels came back good, and it was just the antibiotics were attacking all of my fucked up teeth and gums so hard that my face just blew up. That was good for me to know that all of my real vitals, the bloods and the hearts, are looking good. So that's where we're at.
Yeah, one infected tooth will make the whole side of your face just fucking explode.
Yeah, Evil Bay, I was thinking of ending around, normally when we switch over to electrics, maybe just hang out and chat for a few minutes and then not switch to electrics this week. But we'll see. Also on another note, so I told you I might have this keyboard guy. I got to text him. I just happened to get my first email back from him in the middle of all the shit that's been going on, so I haven't been able to get a hold of him. But at my work, they're doing open mic twice a month, so I might see if I can talk John into doing one of those. I can live stream it.
That'd be a blast.
And one of the things I've always wanted to do is go to open mics and go, wow, that person, we could like invite some cool people over here to do an open mic set, except for we sit in with them. They play their songs, and we just kind of one-off play with them.
That'd be fun.
But we can judge them whether we'd get along with them by sitting there at an open mic and listening to them. So hopefully this summer we'll have some special guests and new things coming. So
that's what I never really liked about cocaine, was that fucking funky taste you'd get in your mouth, and then
that taste in the mouth.
Your throat would get all numb. It was like, after a while, it's like, I can get why people do this, but it's like, why do they have to put themselves through some of that stuff? I mean, like, some drugs I don't get. Like fentanyl, like being dead for 20 minutes. I don't see the point in that. But, hey, whatever gets you through the night,
What's up,
Some
Steve?
people like to throw up. Some people like to punch walls. I don't know. I mean, some people like to eat things that they make them go, oh, my God, why the fuck did I eat that later? What's that?
Well, I enjoyed mine just because I didn't have a heart problem.
I'm glad to hear that.
And I had never done it, so the machines, I thought I was in a time warp or some shit.
Glad that wasn't traumatic, because, I had one that without the freaking shot.
It's kind of funny. They're like, lay here and stick your head in this machine, and we'll be behind this quadruple pane glass over here so we don't get radiated.
And don't breathe and don't fart. And
no breathing, no swallowing, no farting.
Yeah. It was the no farting I was worried about. It's like, you get to a certain age, you're going to let some gas go every once in a while. It's like,
yes,
not
Jeremy.
when you're inside.
Yes,
not when you're
Jeremy.
inside a fucking CAT scan tube. Okay, that's like exactly. That's about as funny as a fart in a CAT scan tube. No shit.
Yes, CJ. So I understand the value if I don't feel well to go fix it immediately at this point. I'll be seeking a personal loan because to deal with all of my teeth issues, $24,000 fucking dollars, which is kind of cheap because some other places it's like $40,000. Because I'm gonna get lock-in. I'll have a new grill soon enough. So
I'm gonna try to get the freaking 11.5 teeth I got left remodeled and reconstructed. That's gonna be interesting. But at this point in time, I just want to be alive. Seriously. My teeth are fucked up. I just got the front teeth. I don't even have any back teeth. I need to get some plastic back teeth. Enough already. It's like,
the mighty molars.
Drinking for 4 decades will do that. So. A lot of beers went over those teeth, or former teeth. Really. Hey, Tommy Bolin, cool. Good shout out.
What's up, Leonardo Gutierrez? How are you? Leonardo Gutierrez. Leonardo Gutierrez. What's up, guys? 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 It's Leonardo Gutierrez. Leonardo Gutierrez. Good to see you, Leonardo. Welcome to the basement. Good to have you here.
Sweet, yeah.
Oh, I guess I should have kept going on my Leonardo Gutierrez song.
Whippets,
Leonardo
hell no. Oh, God.
Gutierrez.
Whippets are nasty. I've seen people get really, really beyond sideways on whippets, like the crawling around on the floor.
TJ, real talk. You're here a lot. Am I weird right now? Am I like acting funny? Am I like, give me a synopsis. Am I usually like, yo, what's going down? Fucking, we're here in the basement.
You're a little subdued, but I mean, other than that, you're doing fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it mellow. The guys at work were like, dude, why are you so like quiet today? And I'm like, I'm trying to,
Pain? Yeah.
I'm just keeping the stress. If I can keep stress down, it helps me not have body pain. Well, I'll tell you, we're probably going to end the stream in about an hour. I don't think we're going to do the electrics tonight. At least I'm probably going to stop. I am soaking wet. I'm through this t-shirt into this hoodie, just soaking wet with sweat, which is good. It means it's getting the toxins out, but yeah, I should get some grip of shrooms. Feel that.
Yeah, that's true. Or at least some of those shroom gummies were actually pretty.
There's this place called the Hippie Hut, and they have little Dubai chocolates with shrooms. They're little individual ones.
I heard about those.
Yeah, there's a bunch of. They have the candy bars down there that Zach used to get.
I remember those.
Yeah, so, right down the street. So, okay. Definitely, I am definitely a little subdued. Is my drumming okay, or am I embarrassing myself? I feel like, yeah, I'm definitely not attacking like I usually do.
Well, to be fair, Jeff, the last couple 3 weeks, and well, last week you were really pushing it, and you were amazing. But
yeah, you guys don't realize last week I was in
you're
fucking serious
fucking
pain,
yeah.
and I had no medicine.
I could tell that.
John knew, but I don't think anyone else did.
A hero's dose. Would that be like when you get past the stage of talk to God? I believe of the equivalent of a so-called heroic dose is when God talks to you, and surprisingly, she's really kind of easy on you, and tells you a lot of really, really nice things, like about yourself. So there's that. So you get that to look forward to. Boop.
It's funny when my daughter had me post that video from the hospital. She told me to make one for everybody. And the amount of people that sent well wishes was just fucking incredible. And it actually brought a tear to my eye to realize
that was so sweet.
our community of people is just like super cool people. Like none of us know each other. We don't even know each other's real names, most of us. We don't know what each other looks like, but we all have shit in common and we all give a shit. So, and you know, if you guys are ever going through stuff, make sure you get in here and let us know about it, because we do all care. I actually, in that video, Fulio posted a comment. I don't see him much in the lives anymore. He's probably working or something, but a bunch of old commenters that I haven't seen jumped in there, and it's much appreciated. Like, the love goes both ways, from me to you, you to me, from John to you, you to John. We're all humans on this little crusty earth, you know. I think we're fixing to play something cool here. Jeremy, I'll give you my sweaty hoodie. Or you can give me 24,000 so I can fix my teeth. Just kidding.
Agents of the law, luckless pedestrians. I know you're out there with rage in your eyes and your megaphone. They don't give in. My dog surrender. Here in this darkness, I know what I've done. I know who I am. I'm a bookkeeper's son. I don't want to shoot no one. It's just my old man back in our don't take me alive. Case of dynamite, I can't hold out here all night. It's just my old man back in our don't take me alive. Can you hear the evil cries, the lies and the laughter? You tear our inside, the mechanized hum of another world, where no sun is shining, no red light flashing. Here in this darkness, I know who I am. I know once who I am. I'm a bookkeeper's son. I don't want to shoot no one. It's just my old man back in our gun. Don't take me alive. Not a case could hold out here all night. I just tossed my old man back in our condo. Son, I don't wanna shoot no one. I don't cross my old man back in Oregon. Don't tell me. Got a case dynamite. I could hold out here all night. Cross my old man back in Oregon. You're lying. Don't take me alive.
What's up, trucker? Good to see you. Hall of Bards in the house. Thanks for stopping by, Hall of Bards. Thanks for all of your wonderful comments. Much love out to every single one of y'all. And CJ, it will not smell like bed sheets. It'll smell like my beautiful man musk. Sorry, I dropped the stick when I said man musk.
I'm a Steely Dan tip, but might as well go in there.
Black finally come, and everything I'm on. When the fall, my friend find out I'll be on the road. When the Black Friday come, I'm gonna take myself home. I'm gonna lay down until I satisfy my soul. Black Friday comes, you know, you're gonna call on me. Ooh, yeah. When Black Friday comes, I fly down to Muswell Brook. I'm gonna strike all the big red words on my little black book. What I plead, I'm gonna wear socks and boots. There's nothing to do but breed all the kangaroo. Black Friday comes to be here, you know we're to faith and I'll come across and don't let it roll. Right to come, gonna play. I guess I'll change our name.
What's up, Lukey Luke? It's cutting out. Interesting. That was our Steely Dan, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I actually remember the chord changes in that for once. But not the words. You know, you forget one or the other.
You know, the cutting out, it happens to me sometimes. And a lot of times it's just your internet connections like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Okay, here we go. Jay Royale in the house. What's up, Jay?
Playing nice with us tonight. Cool. The equipment is playing nice with us tonight. We're very, very grateful that that is happening. I never realized this guitar had such a big shim in the neck. Maybe that's why it stays in tune well. You know, it's probably a matchbook cover. That's what they used in the old '60s Fenders, and it worked. You know, people take these vintage guitars apart, and then they see what's underneath it. You know, like an old coin or a guitar pick or a matchbook cover. You know.
Oh, dude.
Somebody's residue from somebody's drugs from 1973 and shit like that.
Listen here, Jay Royale. I will buy that shit off you. Or if you're going to keep it and frame it, I will give you I have the VHS of Mad Season Live at the Moor. I've seen it like 500. If you've never watched Mad Season Live at the Moor in Seattle, fucking do yourself a favor. Barrett Martin just tears it up on drums. The sax player's from a band called Critters Buggin'. It's just such a good... Look what Jaden... So Jaden's...
live one, yeah. The live from the Moor, that's just totally... I can't say enough about that particular...
like Jaden's...
Look that up.
I think it's his uncle was like in the scene during that time. Look what he found in a box. The actual set list from the show. Look at this shit.
Wow. In a box? Now you're going to tell me the box was behind a wall.
I don't know. He was going through all of his old stuff, I guess, and his uncle knew like all of these guys. I think he was a sound man or something.
That is too funny.
And he found a ripped up set list from Mad Season Live at the Moor, which was probably on the floor of the Moor. That's awesome, dude.
That is too fucking cool.
Yeah. Well, tell your uncle, this guy right here will take care. I will cherish that set list. I love that. Love Mad. If Jaden would come over, we could probably play some Mad Season. Long gone days. Oh, yeah. Such a good show. Treat yourselves and watch Mad Sea. I know it's online. If not, I have a digital copy. I just never posted it because it's not mine.
Two real highlights to me from that. Of course, besides November Hotel, which is fucking mind-blowing, also is a really, really together and fun version of I Don't Know Anything. And that's just a fucking wonderfully just like, crank it up and piss off the neighbors kind of a song. That the live version of that is especially.
Man. It's time to wake up. God, what a good show. Now I want to watch that again. So cool. Right on, Lukey Luke. You get to sit back and enjoy. Anything you want to talk about, Lukey Luke? What do you got? What's on your mind? Let's put you on the couch here. We love sorting through life's problems. So.
Wow, 10 long years.
Your love affair has got to go for 10 long years. I know the song she's talking about.
I was in an affair for 10 years, and it didn't work out. And yeah, and you know what? And the weirdest thing is that 20 years after it didn't work out, I'm glad it didn't work out. I'm not saying, let's just hope. I don't know. There's only one really graceful way of putting it. Like, there were no casualties, there were no offspring, and we all went on to live separate lives. The whole bunch of us, basically. Yeah. And there was no horrible drama, which is cool. You don't want that. If you have to leave someone, you try to keep the horrible drama to a minimum. You don't want to be in the evening news, basically. You got to start with that. Got to raise the bar up a little bit from there. That's true. That is true. They only did make, probably 2 shows. That's about it. I mean, it was pretty much like a one-off affair. There have been a few bands in rock and roll history like that. I mean, I think Blind Faith only did
B.
one gig
Hernandez?
live.
You are not tripping. That is electric energy. That is the electric energy of life. When you stand right kind of there, it looks like you have electric. Just so everybody knows, too, it takes me a while to get shit done, but I've been plotting how to set this room up based off of a DJ comment, possibly for the new channel, but to do the cooking show while I cook and describe the dish while John's playing, and then I run over and play drums and cook, and I'm working on the setup. There's a lot of moving parts to that, so...
Well, that area over there behind me could probably be the most logical area for that, because I could probably move a couple of guitars and consolidate and come up with a better idea of like a guitar tree. I'm thinking that'd be easy enough.
I'm probably going to use the silver table. Well, I'll do the second camera. The main camera, I want to have the drums and you in it, and then the second camera, I'll have the cooking part in it. So instead of the drums right there, it'll be the cooking, and then we'll be in the top with... But yeah, one of the reasons I put you there is for headroom. Over here, there's not a lot of headroom. Like,
See, I've been thinking about putting a coffee machine over there, which I thought we
need a coffee machine
right over there.
If I can set up this cooking table, we can have a coffee pot down here. It'll be amazing. Do you know any James
I have
Taylor?
one that's perfect.
James Taylor.
I think. Well, I think you've got a friend as a Carole King song actually, but he does that. And they're friends.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and reimagine the room and set the camera up for widescreen and do the widescreen vertical screen combo. So that'll be tough because I got to fit everything in for the vertical stream. So John and I are both in it within one shot because I want to try that. I think it'd be cool. What's up, Gary Sharp? What's up, Timothy? Gary Sharp in the house. Bed feet! You know, we've all got bed feet on our beds. You get around bed feet. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, Chris Trock? Trock in the house. Much love to you, my friend.
feel alright. I said Thursday night, it makes me feel alright.
like to thank everybody for hanging out, you know. It's good to see everyone. I hope everyone is well, and if you're not well, I wish you well. And I send good vibes in your direction. Because together, we'll get through all this shit. Holy shit. It's the unhappy camper. Hold on. Careful hitting the thing, you're knocking the camera off. No, the black shelf.
We got Kamara here. She came and sang with us a couple of times, way back, like 12, 13 years ago. Let's unplug for a second. Give us a couple minutes. We'll be right back.
Yeah, as long as the dog doesn't attack our little dogs, we're fine. There's a big, beautiful dog here right now. Kamara is here. She is one of the daughter's friends from back in the day. There's some videos where me and John are playing with all the kids. And Kamara is famous for the Unhappy Camper song. At least, well, we'll be up in a little bit. We're going to end the stream like right around 10. We're just going to keep playing acoustic instruments because fuck the neighbors.
Dogs think I'm a
Yeah, it'll be
I'm a
better
big
if you
dog.
introduce him. Hopefully the big dog is loving and not biting because
That's a really sweet big dog.
he will
Just
he
looks
will
like-
bite our dogs.
Looks
in
like wants
half.
to like run for a whole bunch. So like just let the dog bolt around the block a few times and scare the shit out of everybody. Or not.
You guys like that last one. What did it start with some Floyd and then just turn? You know, it's kind of, whenever I'm all drugged out, I really do play more.
That last few minutes got really, really
ambiently, or,
psychedelic.
like,
I mean,
yeah,
that was like better than Mushroom Night, actually.
Plus, we were talking about Mad Season, and I
was very chill.
love the drummers drumming in
That's
Mad
very
Season.
chill.
It's fucking.
Speaking of chill,
Kamara back in the house, son of a bitch. You know, I'm going to see if I can find. I think it's posted. No, I don't think I posted it on YouTube. I really want to find safety precautions. I know.
oh my god! Oh,
I know
so-
that's a video.
Is a video?
I think there's a video of it. I'm pretty sure.
with
It
Aurora
could be just audio.
playing the drums.
Yes,
with this wonderfully sad but just adorably sad look on face, like how long do I have to keep doing this?
She held that beat for like
She's
20
great.
minutes,
She's
dude.
really was such a trooper. She really held that down. Very, very steady, but like she's just looking at everybody like, how long is this song going to last?
Now, Evil Bay, imagine that psychedelia stuff if we had the keyboard player. He would like holding down some crazy organ shit. It'd be cool.
You remember what was his name? Stewie? Who's the guy that had the pedal that had the I think that was his name. He jammed with Zach a couple of times, and he had a pedal that sounded like an organ. I remember that he had a B3, one of those Electro-Harmonix B3 pedals. They go for like $250, but they're pretty cool. There are a few synth pedals out there. They're expensive as fuck, but they really can make your guitar sound like an organ or a keyboard, and it's like you could do some really like mind-blowing stuff with it. Of course, actually, if you've noticed, you can also do some really mind-warp stuff with just a bunch of fuzz pedals and a wah-wah. So there you go.
So safety precaution was so fun, I forgot that I have it hanging on my wall. So
You
it
still got that?
literally
You
it's
rock.
a safety precaution manual for, I don't know what it's for. It was for something.
Something like disconnecting the power from the power.
Yeah, so I just started reading different lines off of the safety precaution sheet. For I don't even remember. Yes, remember to disconnect the power before you
From
disconnect
the power.
I
mean,
okay.
if there were like
Do not put a
redundant
plastic
statements.
bag over your head, because you will die.
Oh God, that was.
I think that's what I added. Try not to die.
That's what it was.
Try not to
okay,
die.
Okay, that's right. Try not to die.
Misuse of the AC adapter creates the risk of fire and electric shock.
I smoke cannabis.
Always make sure you
cigarettes.
observe the following
I
precautions.
used to smoke Camels, regular Camels, and then they got really, really super expensive, and they're like $15 a pack now for Camels in Washington State. I mean, a lot of people are rolling their own tobacco cigarettes, and I don't blame them for that. The prices for the cigs that they have, and you can still get a pack of cigarettes for like $8, I suppose, if you look, if you go to a couple of places. But we got some of the highest prices for a lot of things here in Washington State. We got crazy fucking gas prices, like Hawaii gas prices. Like, really? But I'm not gonna get into politics right now. I mean, things come and go, and we're gonna be going into a good cycle pretty soon. If the world don't blow up, everything's gonna get really, really good. That's my fucking optimism. Yeah. If everything doesn't blow up, we'll be fine. Yay, not blowing up. Yeah, old Wurlitzer keyboards, those are way cool. Yeah, if you can find one. I owned one for 15 minutes. I traded it for a guitar. I couldn't play it for shit. I came into the possession of a fucking keyboard, and like somebody I was like, wow, this is great. I tried to play it for 2 months, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I'll sell it to somebody that can play. And they had a guitar they wanted to swap for it, so that was cool. But it's been a really, really good night so far with Jeff really rising to the occasion after all of that stuff he went through. Oh, my God, and all the freaking dental pain and everything to be able to rock out this evening. Let's give Jeff a big hand for playing here tonight the way he did. That was some really wonderful
Dude,
stuff.
all those medicines are fucking making me sweat it out. We still have, we'll play for another 40 minutes.
I think so.
We'll play loud up until close to 10. And then we'll probably wrap for the night so I can get a little sleep, catch up on what I haven't been getting. I could, even if I was fucked up, I would still be down here playing.
Hell yeah, I know that, and that's why I've been like watching your condition a little bit, going like, okay, you seem pretty energetic.
Well, props to John, because he's like, don't worry about me on the boat. Let the doctor do their shit, no matter how long it takes.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, yeah, really, because I mean, once you're there, I mean, it's like, don't walk out, you're going like, what the fuck, I'll be fine. I mean, and then the next thing you know, you hear somebody, that's horrible. I mean, I've heard stories like what happened to this one guy. He discharged himself from an accident, and the next thing you know, they never woke up. I mean, you don't want to see shit like that.
Well, it's funny, Evil Bay. I got out of there about 4:30, or when did I pick you up? 4?
No, it was probably shit. Man, okay, though, I got off the boat.
It was a little after 4.
About 4:15 actually. Well, I didn't wait long. I didn't wait long at all.
Yeah.
I didn't wait long enough to get cold.
So it was within 2 hours, they filled me full of drugs, and I was playing drums. My mom will tell you that that's just been me my whole life. So
filled full of drugs? No.
And playing drums, yes. It's one of the reasons I left the East Coast, to get away from being filled with all these wonderful things.
Well, prescriptions are one thing, man. I mean, sometimes if they're used to heal you, but just prescription meds, like painkillers and shit like that can. I've known lots of people, some very close, some not so close, that fell down that path. I've done whatever it was way, way, way back. I mean, a lot of folks have had their own dance with various monkeys and horses and shit like that, and come out on the other side of it and been really super fucking grateful, because it's like, it's so fun. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I highly recommend
The picture just
letting the doctor fill you full of those drugs, because it was almost instantaneous. I think I will definitely get sleep. I can actually touch my face without wanting to crawl in a corner and die. So what's up, Andrew?
I was throwing in
Looking for some Ozzy.
I was throwing in an old Blue Cheer song earlier called Dr. Please. It's worth looking up. Look up the 67 demos, just if you want to hear some just real sludgy stoner rock from way, probably the original. If you ask me, the original like garage metal song in terms of like being recorded from like the summer of '67. I mean, even before Sabbath, before, I don't know, probably about the same time MC5 was recording Looking at You, but it's debatable. I mean, it depends on where you're from. If you're from Detroit, you're going to say it's MC5, and if you're from San Fran, you're going to say it's Blue Cheer. So there's that. That must have been amazing back then, though. They were only like a couple of bands using like 2 and 3 Marshalls on stage inside a club.
No,
That's just fucking aggro.
I'm still going to run my course of antibiotics. They just gave me, I think it was steroids, something for pain, and something
and then
else.
Something for
I'd have to look at it again. I was a little bit out of it. I got a decent nap while I was
Are you
waiting.
due to take one like about now?
No, I already took one. As soon as he said I could take one, I pulled it out and took one.
Yeah.
Because it's 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock every 12 hours. I don't know if John plays Take What You Want. Take what you want.
No,
We don't play a lot of Ozzy, really. Some.
Maybe like one song. And it's like, I think I tried Crazy Train once or twice, and I think people wanted to throw things at me, and I understand because man, I'll play anything like Randy Rhoads, and I don't try to. And I wouldn't even try for a fucking minute to play like fucking Zakk Wylde. Never mind. I mean, some of the Jakey Lee stuff I thought was pretty cool. I always liked what he did. I always loved the fact that Jakey Lee played stuff without a wang bar. He'd bend the neck and use the tuning heads, which I thought was way cool.
I can play the Crazy Train drum part. All right. Well, we got one more set coming at you here.
I'm gonna smoke it.
Here, John. Good old BL. Yeah, I didn't realize it was down here.
One of these guys, yeah, totally. I remember back in the days, it was such a privilege to have enough herb to be able to make a large size spliff. And sometimes, usually, if you did, it was a party. It was like 7 or 8 people, and you tried to make it like last a half an hour. It cost $200. No.
You know, I don't think that song is super hard to play. We just don't really know it. It's a very sweet song. Good.
How old am I? I turned 66 a week before Christmas, which means I'm going to be 67
6'7".
on the 19th of December.
6'7". Gary sees this for you if you're out there.
Of course, on my planet, it's like 3 years. So, like, I mean, so basically, on my planet, I'm like 22. So there's that.
Yeah. So this December, the big 6'7" party for John B.
Yeah, that should be wonderfully interesting and fun. I'm thinking of like working up a whole bunch of like, well, obviously like some Hendrix tunes and stuff like that. Just a whole bunch of songs like from that year because, well, it was when I first started actually listening to rock and roll on the radio. On my little transistor radio underneath my pillow at night. Seriously. I'm hearing the guitar sound on Purple Haze and The Who, I Can See for Miles, and going like, how they get the guitar sound, that really buzzing, sustaining fuzz sound. And of course, I realized later it took a huge fucking Marshall and a whole lot of volume, but, it wasn't for lack of trying that a lot of us were banging on acoustics to try to get that kind of a sound. And that's, I think, how a lot of us learned how to play, essentially, was whacking an acoustic guitar hard enough to try to make it sound like kind of like a distorted guitar. So that when you finally got an electric guitar that you could plug into something, then then all hell broke loose, basically.
Try your best Ozzy Osbourne impression.
Sharon, I just stepped in fucking dog shit again.
Sharon.
Yeah, fucking Ozzy, man. That was a wonderful show. That was the only reality show in my life I ever watched. I mean, I'm totally not down with the idea of reality TV, but just the idea it was Ozzy, and he was always grabbing a bottle of wine and a towel and going off to the pool and just chilling out. Like the Christmas episode when Sharon didn't want him to pass out, so she said you could only have one glass of wine. So he dumps out a freaking vase and pours an entire fifth into the vase and puts it in his plate, and he's grinning like.
All right, Andrew, I'll play your game. Word or phrase.
Yeah, I'm 66. Yeah.
When I say a word, you drum it. 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 Say a word, Andrew, so I can drum it for you. Andrew, say a word. Oh, it's my turn.
Frank Zappa used to write fun songs where the various musicians would sing along with really, really strange beats. Or the drummer would play along with really, really strange vocals.
I mean, like this, Andrew? All aboard! Ha 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 ha! Da-da. 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 I did it. Did it. Did it.
I did it.
Did it. Did it.
Did it. Did it.
What's up, CJ? Thanks, Jeremy. Jeremy Wilhelm in the chat. You play drums, huh, Jeremy? You got anything up on YouTube? Should I check you out? Should I sub you up? Because I love watching people play. Adam is back in the house. What's up, Adam? I hope you are well. Harley, are you still awake? Harley, still awake. She sits in the bedroom. She eats steak, but she really likes scrambled eggs with the side of pancakes. That's Harley's menu. Good to see you, Harley. Did you see my sign before? I don't think I got an answer. I got stuffed animals and drumsticks for you to choose from. If you'd like to see them again, let me know. Kay, what's up, Kay? They pumped me full of drugs today, Kay. And I feel great. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it. It was a good 4-hour hospital experience. I even got a CAT scan, for fuck's sake. Check my heart. You check my heart. Said my car wouldn't start after you checked my heart. John Trejo, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, lock your sock drawer. John Trejo in the house. Kay, are you still there? Did you see my Harley sign? I don't know if you were still there by the time I caught you last time. That's my Harley sign.
Oh, yo, wow.
So Kaylin and Harley, they were part of the group that said, Jeff, get the fuck out of here and go get some help.
Oh my God, man! The net is fucking great.
That was a I still have a picture.
Not
of
only
that
was
burger.
that not only was that a memorable burger, but I never forget how good their fucking fries were. The fries brought me back to like when I was like fucking like 9 or 10 years old. That was how fries tasted like, you know, before they started making them with like fucking.
Weren't they the crinkle ones too?
10W40 or whatever the fuck they're using now.
Weren't they the crinkle cut fries?
Whatever they were memorable. It was like wow, I can't remember fries that were this good. It was like, you know,
what's up, Roy?
Fries are like, yeah, you know, something you eat with a burger, but this was like, you know,
good evening, Roy.
You could like order these fries and just like, you know, save them for later or something. But I mean, you're not going to save them for later because you can eat them all.
Yeah. Well, we got a couple more. Do you want to do a couple of your originals, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I was thinking of actually throwing an original one up there.
We got about 20 minutes till 10, and then we're gonna kill it.
Yeah, that's true. It's 9:39. Yeah, I suppose we could definitely fit in a.
This place is awesome, Miss Evil Bay. It's just like a little tiny fucking building, standalone. It's kind of like slightly bigger than a drive-up coffee stand, but they make great burgers and fries.
Yeah, it was like from the 50s. It looks like something you'd like see like old hot rods pulling up to. Girls with crew cuts and guys in poodle skirts and, you know, all manner of freaks come walking up there. And the rocks are all like painted different colors and shit like that. Yeah. That's true. Big ass crinkle cut fries.
What's up, Carbuncle? Mr. Carbuncle. John Trejo, are you talking about the hole-in-the-wall place called Glory? Come on, John. Is that what we're talking? John Trejo's like, I knew a hole in the wall. It was named Glory.
Oh, yeah, the kind of bar where you walk into a restroom and you see a hole, and you're going like, this is one of those kind of places. Okay.
Now, John Trejo, the big question is, were you in front of the hole called Glory, or were you in the back? You know, were you the glory part of the hole is what I'm asking. CJ would like to hear you play with all your pedals on and just crush his brain. He wants you to melt his fucking face. You want a face melter, CJ? Because we're going to end the set early tonight, because it just has to happen. We've talked about it a lot. There's some medical issues, but we're here and we're doing it. So we're going to make it an early night tonight. But we appreciate everybody. We got a couple more. John's going to give you your pedals, and away we go. guys are way behind Kaylin, but dog and drumsticks, I'll put them in the car just for Harley. It's all good, Kay. You know, I won that dog at the Kitsap County Fair. Just for a little history on the stuffed dog. What's up, Barry? All right, Johnny. My girlfriend lives in a sock drawer. My girlfriend lives in a sock drawer, yeah. And then I went to work. I felt like such a jerk at the glory hole. Sorry if you're still watching, Kay. It's a little bit of a topic. You're going to have to explain that, I suppose. But that was for Johnny. We're just being weirdos. There you go, CJ's random guitar noise. I hope your face was partially melted. Or your brain exploded, one or the other. That was a nice original. There's a couple of keepers on this tonight. They're very. I need to do legal doctor drugs more often. I feel like that's my key. Trejo, have you ever heard of Steel Panther? And if you have you ever heard their song Glory Hole? I found my love at the Glory Hole. If you haven't heard Steel Panther and their song Glory Hole, go look up Steel Panther and the song Glory Hole. I think you'll get a kick out of it. In fact, if you don't know who Steel Panther is, look them up. They just sing about like sex.
It's 80s. That's what the 80s. That's what the 80s were all about.
They mimic popular 80s bands.
The 80s were all about tits and cocaine, basically. Let's get
my heart belongs to you, but my dick is community property. That's one of the songs.
That's like Spinal Tap. That's total.
Bonefish.
That's total
Bonefish always plays "Gang Bang" at the old folks' home. Gang bang at the old folks' home. It's a fucking great song. It's just so funny. Trejo, look up Steel Panther, and I guarantee you won't be disappointed because they're not like super vile. They really sound like, you know, Def Leppard and Whitesnake and all those other bands.
But they're not like, I mean,
but they're seriously singing about just fucked up sex stuff.
Yeah, because there are some bands out there, like I believe Turbo Negro is the name of the band. I guess they're from like Denmark or something like that. And they do songs about like fisting and shit like that. Yeah, they get really graphic and gross and disgusting. And I would not recommend them. I mean, it's like there's certain bands like over the years that I would like draw the line on. For example, like I mean, I understand some people like the shock value of somebody like a G.G. Allen, but I found out about the guy, and it was really just gross. I mean, just, being a spectacle out of being a ghoul is just not entertainment. Sorry, but that said, I suppose it's entertainment for somebody. Somebody out there just wants to, scare people or whatever. I get that. And back when I was a kid, you wanted to piss off your parents. Basically, you wanted to. When I was a little kid, Alice Cooper was scary, and then later on, when I was a little bit older, the Sex Pistols were, bothered your parents. And there we go. Okay. Oh, I got that. Okay. All right. Ah! There we go.
There you go. That's Steel Panther. They have a ton of really funny songs.
Oh, that's a fucking right. And I would imagine, of course, they're all dressed up in goofy spandex.
Oh yeah,
and horrible wigs, and
they play live. Yeah.
like Spinal Tap, basically.
Honestly, Evil Bay, it's fairly recent, and like a year or two ago, they were actually on America's Got Talent. They did clean songs, but I think they're a fairly modern band that's mimicking it. So look them up, Steel Panther. I mean, not all their songs are like perfect, but they're fun to listen to if you like that 80s hair metal sound. So
we're up to 9:56.
definitely look up their songs, but also look up some videos of them playing live. They're pretty good.
taste in my hands. Jackson burning rain is came and went. Meaning I'm in a rock and roll band. Thursday nights I come again. And baby, feeling back. Kids are seven, boots and boots and all the lace. The golden eye. Sweet jam. Sweet jam. Sweet jam.
What's up, Kenwood? Good to see you, my man. Drive safe out there.
Jackie is a banker. JC is a clerk. But they save their money. Make them home from work. They try to fire up. The radio is playing. The rock and roll music, yeah, kids. Dance for the old soldiers. You can hear Jack say, sweet shame. Sweet shame. Sweet shame. Some people that like to go out dancing. People like us, man, we gotta work. Most of us is legal, I tell you. Life is made out of dirt. And they don't really think that they will tell the stories we get. The children are the only ones who blush. And life is just a die. Anyone who had a heart, driven out and vacant. Anyone who played the part, you really matter. Fake it, fake it, fake it, fake it. Sweet shame, sweet shame, sweet shame.
Villanueva. What's up? Thanks for stopping by. You know, CJ's random guitar noise, a lot of it's practice, a lot of it's time, but most of all, when you're playing and you're comfortable with what you're playing and you're comfortable with what you're singing, you just kind of got to leave the headspace. You almost got to jump outside of your body and turn around, just watch yourself. Don't think about any outside noise. Just be confident. Close your eyes. Play like no one's watching. And play like everybody's watching. And if you fuck up, keep going. I said tonight's going to be an early night. For all of you that don't know, there was some medical shit earlier, and we probably shouldn't be playing right now, but we're playing. But we're going to wrap up about an hour and a half early tonight, so I hope that's okay. I appreciate all your guys' well wishes on the short video. Much love, because I know I'm not the only person with fucking problems. So, whatever you're going through out there, good vibes right at you from me and John here in the basement. Kenwood, you drive safe tonight. If you're live, I'll jump on. I like your thing where you put in the text and it reads it to you. Maybe I'll tell you a story. Either way, Kenwood, you have a great week. Drive safe. Much love to you. We'll see you on the road. Bed feet, you know I love you, dude. You be safe. Use your head. Use your big brain. Use your big head. Be well. Be safe. Much love to you. Miss Evil Bay, what can I say? You're amazing. Yeah, I'm feeling better now, Miss Evil Bay. We'll see when the hospital drugs wear off. We'll see if it all comes together. I think it will. But Miss Evil Bay, you be safe. Take care of yourself. Much love to you. And we'll get out there and do that Gems the Clown stream. I think we should do it. CJ's Random Guitar Noise, you are awesome. And we love you. I haven't seen you on much, but if you have been, I'm sorry. I've been a little out of it. Hopefully I'll catch one of your lives. Ciao, have a great night. Have a great week. CJ, much love. Johnny Trejo, what can I say? The fucking sock drawer champion. There are no participation trophies in Johnny Trejo's sock drawer. That's right. Adam, much love to you and the family. I haven't been around. I've had a lot of shit going on. I'll explain it to you one day. I just been having to be strong for the last couple of weeks. A lot of crazy shit going down. Jim Britt, much love to you. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hopefully the neighbors aren't pissed because it's after 10. The cops could show up. Hi, Papa Shredder. Papa, we're ending a little early. I don't know if you guys saw the short. I was in the hospital today. I had a CAT scan and got pumped full of drugs. I was pretty fucked up. But here I am on hospital drugs, jamming on a Thursday. I hope you and the family are well. Send our love. What's up, Ezra? Good to see you. Much love to you, Ezra. You missed Black Friday. We played Steely Dan. Maybe next time. Haven't seen you in a while. You know, I should shoot you a text. Hall of Bards, thank you so much for hanging out. Much love to you. You have a great week. Leonardo Gutierrez, you're amazing. Thank you for hanging out with us. Yeah, I'm good for now, Papa Shredder. There's a whole long story to it. But I'll sort it out, you know. I spent a long time in my life not taking care of myself, so gotta start doing that. Bong Stogie, you have a great night. I hope those guitar lessons are going well. You have a wonderful week. And keep being fucking awesome. Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper now. Well, next time you tune in, I'll just start playing it, Ezra. How about that? Because there's a certain drum beat I play that triggers John into Black Friday, so next time. We'll be here all year. I will do it, Ezra, I promise. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I apologize for cutting it short. It's just something that's got to be done. But one way or the other, I will always make it here on Thursdays just to say hi. No matter what's going on, so. That's right, Miss Evil Day. We'll be here all year. CJ's Random Guitar Noise. Much love to you. You have a great week, my friend. You know, Ezra, you're welcome to bring your bass over here and jam with me and John. We'll get you going. Thank you, neighbors. Thank you guys so much, for real. And normally we'd keep going, but it's, you know, time to take off this sopping wet t-shirt so I can send it to CJ because she wants to smell my sweaty bed sheet shirt.
We're loving that.
No, you know, Ezra, it's kind of like what Jaden does. He'll come over and just play the 3 or 4 riffs he knows for about an hour, and then he dips out.
Thank you for being here.
We'll make you sound great.
Thank you so much for all you being here tonight. And helping be with Jeff, get through all of this.
Fucking Christ.
Freaking hell of a day.
Like I am rolling sweat, man.
We should be celebrating after that. It was a great jam, by the way. You're fucking kicking some serious butt.
Yeah, tonight was a nice set, Miss Evil Bay. Agreed. So. Oh, 7 Nation Army? Me and John would play that with you. It sounds sick.
Wow, we made it to 10. We made it to 10-12 tonight.
Yeah, we could probably pissed off at least one neighbor, but you know what? Fuck you.
Choke them if they can't take a fuck.
Yeah.
You know? Exactly.
So if they called the cops, we're already done. So the cops
Actually,
would be like,
chuck
I don't
'em.
hear nothing.
Actually, chuck them if they can't fake a toke. Bad pound of the night.
But for real, thank you guys so much, and it's much appreciated. All of your kind words and just hanging out, I think, is a lot of fun.
It was.
Yeah. Lots of good stuff coming up. Like I said, I'm going to try and be switching around the room. We're going to add a small kitchen with a coffee pot. And I got to create space for a keyboard player, which means the way I'm set up now, it's going to be totally... I might try and get me and John in a one-shot for certain things. And I really want to test out the widescreen and vertical screen at the same time. So you put up a widescreen and YouTube will turn one of them into a vertical stream and stream it over here, and one of them you can watch the wide stream. So they
can be like running back and forth in all manner.
Yeah,
all manner of silliness going
depending
on
on
another
which
side of the room.
Version you're watching. Yeah,
exactly. You can cover the entire back of the room. You can have somebody playing percussion. You can have somebody.
Yes, email me, Evil Bay, for sure. Email me, Evil Bay. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it'll go once 2 or 3 days. Because they said what they injected in me will last a couple of days. So I'm interested to see 3 or 4 days from now if it held and things got better or whatever. So, but much appreciated. Much love to you guys.
Yeah, keys would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, YouTube offers that now, Ezra. I can put up a widescreen and they'll just crop it. But the thing with that is I feel like I have to, I know they're going to crop it, I got to have all the instruments in there so that it does on both. So I have a lot of opportunity in this room. I can surround the whole room in tapestries and shit, so no matter where the camera is, it'll just look cool. So, but that's a lot of work, and I've been going through a lot of shit and haven't had time to do the work. But that's coming soon. I'm going to get the work done and set this room up and hopefully start another channel so that we can maybe get to 1,000 and start monetizing. So. Yeah, I got your number, Ezra. I'll just start shooting you a link. I'll be like, yo, motherfucker. Anyways, I hope you are well and all of you have a wonderful week. And go check each other's channels out.
Oh, yeah.
So hopefully we see CJ in there live soon. Adam goes live. Make sure you go check out Adam PNW. And Jim Britt's just amazing. So just be like Jim Britt W's in the chat for Jim. All right. Parting words.
We love you and thank you for being with us again tonight.
Yeah, we'll see you next week for the full set. So should be good. Oops. Sorry, I'm just clicking things on the computer now. All right, we love you. Good night.
Good night.